Everybody. My name's Dwayne Willis, and I am a retired social worker, psychotherapist, whatever you want to call me. And welcome to my YouTube channel. First time out. And I invite you, if you like what you hear, like and subscribe. And ring the little bell to let you know when you get new content. Now, what I wanted to talk to y'all today about is COVID-19. I know, you all are sick of hearing about COVID-19. But there's some things that are going on that, people ought to be made aware of. How it's been politicized. And, fair enough. As of today, and today is the 15th day of June 2020, we have had 2,152,786 total confirmed cases of coronavirus. Of that number, 632,700 have recovered. Unfortunately, 117,794 have passed away. So what do I bring you this? Why am I talking to you about this? It needs to be said. I'm a big fan of history. And this has gone on before. All we have to do is look back 100 years. I just got a news flash on my phone, so this just now came across my phone. 5 cities, restaurants in these 5 major cities are shutting down again. Turns out that the states that they're in have experienced new spikes in the coronavirus. Let me see if I can get some further information for you folks. And I appreciate you bearing with me while I do some research. This is the thing about live reporting, is that it happens when you least expect it, and it comes unprepared. It looks like one city is Nashville, another city is Las Vegas, third city is Houston. Oh, I'm sorry, the second city I mentioned is Phoenix, not Las Vegas, but Phoenix. Third city is Houston. Fourth city is St. Petersburg, Florida. So if you all are planning on a trip to Florida, you may want to rethink that. And the fifth one and last is Miami. So, forewarned is forearmed. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Ever since this virus came to light, it has been politicized. And even our own leadership in this country has made it political. Now, I understand this is an election year, but when you're dealing with people's lives, you should leave things to the medical experts and not play around. Well, first he said, and you all know who the he is, and if you don't, it's Donald Trump. First, he said it was a hoax perpetrated by the Democratic Party and the deep state, whatever the deep state is. I still haven't figured that out yet. Nobody's been able to give me a straight answer. But it was a hoax to make him look bad. I don't know about you all, but Donald Trump does not need any help making himself look bad. He can do that quite well on his own. And then the blame game started. First it was China. Then it was Obama not keeping the national stockpile up to date. And the WHO, the World Health Organization, for siding with China on this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter there is no blame. Viruses don't care. Viruses don't care about political parties, political persuasions. I am a liberal. The virus don't care about me. A good friend of mine is conservative. Doesn't care, doesn't matter 2 cents about what he thinks. It's just the way it is. So now, and then the governors of the different states, well, initially, Donald Trump told everybody, stay at home. Let's not risk the spread of this. Because he was going back on history. In 1917 and 1918, there was an outbreak of Spanish flu. World War I was winding down. And that's where they initially noticed it. But Spain, being a neutral country, bore the worst of it. So they called it the Spanish flu. It's actually a form of the SARS virus. So and so they did the same thing here. that they're doing today, uh, lockdowns, shelter at home, wear masks, and people are true to form. They will not comply. They get to the point where they get stir crazy. They want to go out. They want to go do things. Human beings are social creatures. They get tired of looking at four walls. Now, granted, today in 2020, we have a lot more distractions. We have TV, we have radio, we have the internet, we have all kinds of different things to keep ourselves occupied. I mean, this channel is being born out of my own boredom of sitting at home. And I know you're looking at me like, well, Dwayne, you look pretty healthy. Thank you. Thank you very much for the compliment. But I am not. I am a stroke survivor. I have several chronic conditions that will, if I am exposed to the COVID virus, could kill me. And I am also over the age of 55, which puts me in a high risk category anyway. So, what do you do? When I do have to go out, I go to the pharmacy, I go to the convenience store to buy stuff, might go to the grocery store, definitely go to the doctor that doesn't have telehealth. But all in all, I suit up. I put on my rubber gloves, I put on my mask, and off I go. It is regrettable that some places you have grown men protesting. And I don't have a problem with protesters, okay? Don't think that I want to squash freedom of speech or freedom to peacefully assemble because I believe in those things. It is when they carry those automatic or semi-automatic weapons, I should say, uh, with the intent on intimidating other people to get what they want. Then I have a problem. And, ooh, too much. Uh, you cannot operate that way. It's not healthy for a democracy to do so, or a republic. I'm sorry. We are not a democracy. We are a representative republic. So, what do we do? What do we do? You wear your face masks, not for your protection, but for mine. You wear your face masks not for your protection, but your families, your kids, your parents, your grandparents. That is why you wear masks. That's why you wear rubber gloves. That's why you use hand sanitizer 50 times a day. It's not for you, it's for them. During this COVID outbreak, I have lost two dear friends of mine. One to a heart attack, the other one to cancer. I did not go to either one of their funerals, mainly because they did not have them due to COVID. But when all this passes, and it will, just be patient. I'll be there paying my respects. We will get through this. We will come back better, stronger, more resilient for the next 100 years. And I can guarantee you, lather, rinse, repeat. People are going to do the same thing again. Human beings are predictable. Human beings are creatures of habit. I learned that doing 22 years of psychotherapy. And I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but you learn things about people, how they behave, how they act in certain situations. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on this. This is, I haven't came up with a good name for this channel yet. There's so many social influencers. I don't want to be a social influencer, okay, kids? Don't ever, ever point me out to be a social influencer because I'm not. I'm an advocate. I have a good ear for listening. I have a good voice for speaking. I have a good voice for speaking out for people who cannot speak for themselves or they are not listened to. So, yeah, this is why I'm doing this. I want to keep my abilities sharp, even though I am now officially, unofficially retired. Actually, I am disabled. The stroke that I had um, has done uh, damage to my memory. And if you could not tell during this presentation, I have trouble sometimes finding the words. It happens. Bear with me, please. I appreciate it. Now, in the coming weeks, I hope to talk about Black Lives Matter. I hope to talk about the upcoming election here in Kentucky, where I am located. We have a Senate race, a very interesting Senate race shaping up between, well, in the primary, we have Amy McGrath, and I believe his last name is Booker, Senator Booker from, or Representative Booker from Louisville. He has really came on strong here of late. And the winner of that contest goes up against one Addison Mitch McConnell. He's been there long enough. It's time for him to go. He's been there since 1984. I know, because I voted for him. Yes, yes, yes. I was once a conservative. I was once so conservative I made Rush Limbaugh look like a liberal, if you believe that. And I was articulate, just as knowledgeable. So I appreciate you stopping by, checking out my channel, listening to me squawk for a little bit. And, I also have a podcast. And it is called The Nightcrawler. The Nightcrawler is my alter ego on the podcasts. So I'm going to have, and I just posted the first episode earlier today, and I'm really looking forward to that. So if you like what you hear, like I say, subscribe, ring the bell, and hit that like button. And I am going to leave you with a little bit of the Hamilton original Broadway soundtrack, and the first well, actually, this song is called, wait for it.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. Keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by his side, and so many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach you. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make mistakes, and if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Standing still, I am waiting. Empty faces and endless of he has something to prove. He has nothing to lose. Empty faces and endless, he wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. Takes and he takes and he takes and he keeps winning anyway. Changes the game, plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive, and so few survive, then goddamn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. He takes and he takes and he takes and he we rise and we fall, and we're going for the saints. And if there's a reason I'm still alive, so many have died, then I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it.
All right. Uh, one more thought before I leave you. Kids, if you're adult kids and you have elderly parents, call them up. Tell them how much you love them. And if you have kids, doesn't matter what size, what age, tell them that you love them too. And if you have grandparents, call them up. Go visit them if you can. Even if it's by Skype or uh, Zoom or what have you. Tell them that you love them. Life's too short. Life's too short, and you may not be here tomorrow. They might not be here tomorrow. So, until the next time, my name is Dwayne Willis, and I wish you a wonderful week.